we expand on the notion of there being one God to present the idea that oneness is God. Put simply, we believe that God is that being which is not affected by time, space, or matter. And therefore we believe our spiritual sort of journey is to merge into that oneness. But we do like to make that distinction between the human-like, masculine sort of father figure sort of view of God that exists. As per our understanding, we don't agree, or we don't align, with the idea of a Mr. God type character who sort of does take into account, almost like the Santa Claus type idea of like, he knows when you're awake, he knows when you're asleep, he knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. So to provide more context to this example, because it may sound a bit left field sort of, is that we envisage God as a sort of ocean, and we as humans are what you could consider little evaporated drops. Because we consider ourselves to be different from that ocean that is commonly known as God. But if you think about these drops, despite them being different from this ocean, at their core, these drops possess the same sort of properties. And therefore we believe through the realization of our true self, that we are a drop of water, we can then again merge into that ocean. And then if you do end up considering this example a little bit more, you can sort of apply it to the fact that when the drop again merges into the ocean, what is the difference in between the drop and what is the ocean? The drop ceases to exist. And obviously these concepts are very complex, so using examples like this in our faith are very common to help sort of understand spirituality a lot more. Just talking more about this, the first, this idea is epitomized in our scripture. It begins with the number one. So the entire quest in our faith is to recognize that one sort of creator and find a better explanation for that creator. Just a little bit further, what does one mean? Quite simply, the best example is what one is not two. So essentially, being part of that ocean, realizing a part of that ocean is what that principle sort of recognizes. And just to finish up, just to answer the last part of your question, Jeevan, so the reason we believe that the understanding of God is of utmost importance today is because it does help us to realize our root and where we have originated from and where we would like to ultimately end up.
Great, thanks so much for that, Sabi. Does anyone have anything they'd like to add to the idea of oneness? Sure.
Sorry, just to clarify, Muslims in English, we call God He, but actually God, that doesn't mean God is a man. God doesn't have a gender. In the Arabic language, everything is gendered. So a chair has a gender, a table has a gender, so it's just a part of the Arabic grammar. But I just wanted to clarify that we don't believe that God is a male father figure either, so yeah.
And I suppose that's consistent with that idea that you were bringing up before, well, about sort of infinity that God kind of subscribes into. Maybe.
Right. I don't remember mentioning infinity.
The everlasting. Anyway.
Right.
Great. Maybe let's move on to the next one before I bring up something odd. Buddhism, I guess, as a spiritual tradition, stands apart in, as you kind of described, the rigorous practice of self